Hello there, wherever you are in this world that is changing so rapidly. What a wonderful, wonderful time to be alive. And this is the year where you're going to start seeing huge changes happening in the world. So, this is a 1 year, which is new beginnings. And now in February, we are in a 3 month. And because we are in a 1 year and a 3 month, I know most of you have decided, okay, let's get going, let's get creative, and let's see where we can go with this year. So, without holding you up any further, let's get started. Right, so February 2026, month of creation. Joyful ideas flow and you are blessed to succeed. And because this month is about blessings and success, I've decided when I do your cards, I will read the third paragraph on each card in the book, because the third paragraph is the paragraph on blessings. So let's focus this month on blessings, on what makes us happy, what makes us joyful. And this is the global energy. So we have global energies that sort of covers everybody. And then you have your personal energies in which you operate as well. So those are the global energies, 1 year, 3 months, forging ahead, being brave, saying challenge accepted, and really getting going. And the 3 months is all about creation, happiness, joy, and expression. So if you're not feeling happy, creative, or joyful, please go and have a look at what you're doing in your life and see what you can change. Okay, so February invites you to create, to play with new ideas, and to remember that you are truly blessed for success. So how to find your personal year? Remember, I was speaking now about global year and global months. Now we're going personal. How to find your personal year for the entire 2026. So write down your day and month of birth plus 2026, not your birth year, 2026. And then you add all the digits together and you come to a total. In this case it's 16, and then you further add those together. 1 and 6 is 7. So for this particular birth date, this is a 7-year. So remember to use the current year when you work this out of 2026 and not your birth year. So take your day and your month of birth. I've already added the 2026 to that. You don't have to do that. So this table makes it easier for you. All you need to do is take your day of birth and your month of birth. And if your day plus your month of birth adds up to 10, 19, 28, or 37, then your personal year is a 2-year. And then you will scroll down to, or fast forward on the YouTube video to where you find the personal year 2, and then you will see what your month energy is and you can listen to that. And so just to take another example, if your day plus month of birth adds up to 8, 17, 26, or 35, then your personal year is 9. So you can pause the video, have a look at your day and month of birth. Remember, in this table, I've already added 2026 to that for you. So, great. 2026, as I said, is the beginning of a new cycle, a 1 global year. So you can listen to my audio on YouTube or read my blog on my website, which is titled When the Power Comes Home. So I have pre-selected the cards for each personal month reading, but I will select a card for the global energy of February 2026. So this is for everybody for February 2026. and it doesn't have anything to do with what you've just worked out now, but keep that. We're going to go there now, and I do that using muscle testing. So I'm going to just drop my computer, this right. Okay, so let me just move that away. Okay, so now I'm shuffling. These are my numerology oracle cards, and shuffling, and I want to select a card for February 2026 for everybody. Let me just stop sharing, and then it will be full screen. There we go. Okay, so give it one more shuffle here, and then I'm going to split it in two, and I'm going to muscle test this one, split that one in half, this one, this is where I'm muscle testing with this hand, okay, this one, and this one, this pack, this pack, this pack, this pack, this card, that card, and this card is new cycle beginning. There we go. New cycle beginning. Okay, and that's exactly where we are. 28 is the number. 28 is how many days you have in a cycle from full moon to full moon. So 28 means one cycle has ended and a new cycle is beginning. So that's very apt for where we are now. So this is just a confirmation that we do have a new cycle beginning. And so I want you all to get out there and start getting really creative. And just remember to bloom or to blossom wherever you are planted. Do what you can with what you have in the meanwhile, and that will get the stuck energies flowing forward. Right. So let's go to personal year 1. So if you added your day and month of birth and then added 2026 to it, and your personal year is a 1, then your energies run concurrently with the global energies. Just close this book. Pages are flapping in the wind. Okay, so then your cycles run concurrently with the global year. We've already spoken about personal year 1 being new beginnings, and your personal month number is 3. So everything that I said about the 3 energy, and the 3 is about being expressive. It's about expressing who you truly are, and it's about getting creative. Creative is making something new from something old, or creating something new using other ingredients that you haven't put together in that way before. But it's also linked to your memory and to learning. So 3 is a powerful number for learning anything new. So if you've got anything that you want to study in advance for what's coming up, that this is a good month to get your goals properly set. You can change them later, because 1 year is all about goal setting. You can tweak them, you can change them, you can update them. But this is now where you take the first step out into the big wide world. Why do I say that? Because 3 is a very sociable number. It likes to be out there, it likes to have its voice heard, it likes to chat to people, it loves to socialize, loves to party. So there we go. Let's have a look at what card came up for you. So personal year 1, personal month 3, and the card that came up was number 88. Now 88 is a very, very powerful number in many ways, but I'm going to read to you the 3rd paragraph, which is all about the blessings that come with this number. So the blessing available to you right now is the ability to assimilate both dark and light with complete, deep understanding. 88 is the sacred full house where your mind faculties align in perfect harmony, radiating a quiet yet profound wisdom. You carry the essence of a wise priest, deeply attuned to spiritual truths, while possessing a sharp, analytical clarity. In this moment, you are blessed with the energies of abundance, success, and a boundless ambition, guiding you toward your highest calling. Okay, so in the 1 year, we often have a couple of dead ends, or you get going and there's a hurdle in the way and you have to turn around and go and start all over again. That's absolutely fine. That's perhaps why this card came up, which says practice makes perfect. 8 gives you a lot of stamina, a lot of strength, and a lot of business abilities as well. So 1 and 3 together, very sharp mentally, and together with the 88, absolutely a beautiful month lying ahead for you. But remember, practice makes perfect. The 1 has one weakness that will often trip them up, and that is that the 1 is afraid of both success and failure. And so often when it hits a hurdle, it decides, I failed, and it gives up. And that's exactly when you mustn't give up. Process of elimination. Okay, I tried that. That didn't work. So let's try again. You've got the stamina. Keep going. Keep moving forward. Right. So if your day and month of birth adds up to 10, 19, 28, or 37, then this video is for you, and you are in a personal year 2. Now, the personal year 2 is the year where you take a deep breath and you exhale and you go with the flow. The more you push, the more you try to force things, the more you try to hurry people up to get back to you with a query, the more you try to push something that's not ready to be pushed yet, the more you're going to just hit your head against a brick wall the entire year. So go with the flow, focus on the detail, lots of meditation, and lots of spiritual growth also happening in this year. And your personal month number is 4, and the number 4 is a very methodical kind of number. It likes to have all its ducks in a row. It likes to know exactly where its finances are standing. It likes to know what the budget is and how well they're doing, whether they're coping, not coping. But the 4 loves processes, and it loves structure. And so it's a very good time to structure things, to get your house in order, to budget, to focus on the detail with that number 2. And to just take it slowly, because foundations are not built fast. You can't pour the concrete and then take some other big, huge hairdryer on its hottest and blow it dry as quickly as you can. It's got no strength. In fact, the strongest concrete is cured under water, and 2 is a water year, okay? So let it cure slowly underwater, build very strong foundations, and then build methodically 1 step at a time. And this is a time for order. It's a time for just doing what you need to do, putting 1 foot in front of the other, 1 step at a time. And remember that the tortoise beat the hare in the race. So there we go. Let's see what card came up for you. And there it says challenge accepted. So quite a strange card to come up together with the 2 and the 4. But if you're not naturally inclined to kind of take things a bit slower, allow things to happen, not force things to happen, and if you're not naturally inclined to be focused on doing things in a linear fashion, 1 step at a time, from step 1 to step 2, not skipping step 3 and 4 and rushing to step 5. If you're not used to that, then maybe this is why this card has come up. And it says challenge accepted. Okay, challenge accepted. I'll go with the flow. I'll do what I need to do. I will get all my ducks in a row because next year is my year to shine. So let's see what is the blessing for you. The blessing offered now is powerful and clear. The time has come to move forward. That's quite strange, but it's moving forward while you are flowing, okay? It's not clinging to the side of the bank of the river. It's allowing yourself to flow, and it's getting started with whatever administrative tasks or building tasks or systems need to be done. You are blessed with crystalline clarity of mind, with unshakable strength, and with a fire of courage burning bright in your chest. Vision, bravery, and the spirit of a pioneer flow through your veins. So don't forget that what you are doing this year is, with this number 2, you are allowing the universe, creator, God, people around you to move into position so that you are ready to move forward. When you set your goals last year, they could have been quite a tall order. And so you set your goals, and now you have to wait because the world has to shift around. People have to be shifted from one position to another, from one country to another, so that it is ready for you, for your vision to fall into place. And in the meanwhile, there's groundwork to be done. The 2 is a very good time to look at anything to do with HR, to look at anything to do with paperwork, permits, visas and things like that. But remember, there are going to be delays. Expect them, and you will not be disappointed. And get your ducks in a row. Do that paperwork. Fill it in, page by page. Some of those forms and things that one has to fill in for anything these days can be really, really taxing. And that's another thing. 2 is the year where one does need to focus on taxes, regardless of how you feel about them. But there we go. So also very good numbers together for doing any kind of mathematical stuff or bookkeeping stuff or budgeting stuff or working things out, because the 2 has detail focused. Okay, personal year 3. If you're in a personal year 3, then last year was a slow year for you. Last year was a year where you kind of probably felt everything was dragging, and you might have felt a bit sorry for yourself, and you might have felt as if nobody sees you, nobody notices you. But this is your year to shine. Shine, shine, shine. Get out there. Be sociable. Don't miss the parties. Okay, remember about moderation, but go out there and have fun. Let your voice be heard. You may have something that you want the world to know about. Set up a YouTube video. Write blogs. Go and be interviewed on YouTube about what it is that you know. If you know something, there's somebody out there that also wants to know that, right? So, if your day and month of birth adds up to 2, 11, 20, 29, or 38, then you are in a personal 3 year now in 2026, from January all the way through to December. And your personal month number now for February only is number 5. Now the 3 and the 5 together are a little bit magical. They are 2 of the 3 money numbers. 3 plus 5 equaling 8 is your money triad. So 3 plus 5 together can really bring in the money, bring in the sales, because the 3 is friendly, charismatic, wants to be out there speaking to people and chatting, and the 5 can think very, very quickly on their feet. So 5 is mercurially quick. It's got a very quick mind. It is willing to take risks. So depending on your appetite for risks, it might be a little bit more low risk, it might be higher risk, but hopefully it is a calculated risk. So in the 5 months, you've got things to do, places to go, and people to meet. You are building up your network of people that you will draw on for business, for sales, for any entrepreneurial venture. You may want to be out traveling. So this is a good month for you to travel or to get out there and do some marketing. It's a good month to be interactive and communicative and putting your ideas out over the internet or over TV. So these are both good for media as well as for sales and for business. So let's see what card came up for you. Card number 67, combining beauty and form. So the 5 month can think out of the box. It comes up with new ideas. And the 3 is very, very creative. So these are creative ideas. And what this card is saying is combine beauty and form and take those creative ideas and make something with them. So 6 and 7 says combine the head and the heart. And when the head and the heart are working together, then things really do go well. And then it's much easier to make things a reality and to put beauty into form. And that's card number 67. And we're going to read the blessings there. Sure, it's hot today. Yeah, in the southern hemisphere in South Africa. All right. The blessing before you now is the gift of deep understanding of beauty and form. You are blessed with the ability to craft with your hands. Craft with your hands, infusing each creation with your unique style and vision. Your approach is methodical and true, anchored in your own way of working, yet open to growth when a new path is proven. Thoughtful and deliberate, you understand the essence of materials and how to stage them with purpose. Your creativity not only nurtures the soul, but also brings financial security. Remember I said the 3 and the 5 adds to 8? Now card 67 is also talking about financial security. It also brings financial security and creates a home where your family can flourish. So this looks like a really good month for you, but you do need to think out of the box and get creative. Okay, so if you add your day and month of birth, and it adds to 3, to 12, 21, 30 or 39, then for the entire 2026, your personal year is a 4. From January to December, you're in a personal year 4. This is the month of the year where you lay your foundations, where you get your ducks in a row, where you get your house in order, and where you lay the foundations, you do the planning, you do the budgeting. It's also a year of spiritual tests, but remember, one can score 100% in a test. So wherever you don't score 100%, no worries, check what it is, go and restudy that section, and then go and do a rewrite. Okay, it's always a second chance to do a rewrite, unless you really mess up, but we're not even going there. We are beyond that. So this is a year of doing kind of renovations on your home, for building on an office, for replacing your computer. I had to replace my computer in a 4-year because my computer is my home. It's the home where my business lives. It's the home where I sit and I talk to my clients. And so in year 4, there's often renovations that need done in a home. It takes money to make money. And so this year you need to take care with your finances. Put a little bit away. Don't spend anything that you don't need to spend. You can spend it some other time in the future, but keep a little bit stashed for this year. So your personal month number is 6. Now the 4 and the 6 together are probably your most stable, most honest, most responsible, and most work-driven duo of numbers. The 6 thinks holistically with its whole brain. The 4 is very left brain. So here you think holistically, and then you come back to the 4 and you say, okay, how am I going to make this practical? How am I going to do this step by step? The month number is 6. So this month will be very much focused on the home, the family, children, but expansion in business, most definitely. And the 4 is always hard work. So let's see what comes up for you. Remember, with a 6, you need to watch your boundaries, okay? If you want to get your work done, you need to put your boundaries up and say, where am I going to say no? So if they say, oh, please come and run the tuck shop at school, just say, no, thank you, I can't do that. You don't have to justify. You just take and say no. Don't justify. The minute you start justifying, then they start talking you down and you give in. So watch your boundaries. Also watch that you don't overdo the helping or the bossiness with these 2 numbers. Remember, you help when you are asked to help. Otherwise, you leave it alone. Do not interfere. Let other people take care of their own lives. They have their own guardian angels. So let's see what card has come up for you. Parenting. And there's the 6. So personal year 4 is setting foundations. 6 is about the family. And parenting is laying firm foundations for the next generation. So let's see what number 69 says. What are the blessings? Paragraph 3. Okay, so the blessing before you now is the sacred opportunity to understand the profound union of masculine consciousness and feminine energy, and the miracle of nurturing new life. If you walk the path of a single parent, you are graced with the strength to embody both roles with wisdom and grace. You are blessed with creative genius and inspired innovation, guided by a deep sense of purpose. Responsibility and accountability anchor you. Okay, so there we go. So if your day and month of birth adds up to 4, 13, 22, 31, or 40, then this video is for you, and for the whole of 2026, you are in a personal year 5. And if you're in a personal year 5, then your personal month number is 7. So for this whole year, you are going to be having a lot of irons in a lot of fires. You need to look after your nervous system. You need to make sure that you're not overextending yourself, that you're getting enough sleep. And remember that the 5 can be very addictive, okay? So don't start taking uppers to wake up and sleeping tablets to go to sleep and drinking energy drinks. You are going to exhaust your adrenal glands and your nervous system. So balance, balance, balance is what the 5 is all about, because the 5 is usually an extremist. So if you've got lots of 5s in your chart and you've got a lot of perpetual movement energy generally, then you need to really find the balance in this year and to make sure that you're covering all areas of your life and not exhausting your brain. It's a good month for traveling, a good year for traveling, and it's a good year for trying something new, and it's a good year for marketing, your entrepreneurial ideas or your brand or whatever it is. But it's a very good year for meeting other people. So the 5-year, things to do, places to go, people to meet, and that's where your next best idea is going to come from. Your personal month number, though, now in February is a 7, and the 7 is the complete opposite. The 7 says, whoa, give me time to think. The 5 doesn't think, it just says. And it doesn't screen what it says, it doesn't think about what it's saying, it just says and thinks later. And the 7 says, hang on, whoa, give me time to think. So the 7 is going to taper down a little bit the impulsivity of the 5. And the 7 will help you to get some much needed rest and to do a little bit of quiet introspection this month as well. Take stock of where you are. Take stock of, are you on track with your purpose? Are you doing what you want to be doing? And the 7 is also really good for any analytical work or research. So if you're a writer or you're writing stuff or you are studying or learning or traveling or something, do the research. It seems like they are telling you this month that research, slowing down and giving yourself time to think before you react is a really, really good idea. And get that rest. So if you're traveling, make a couple of days on a deserted island. How lucky could you be? Okay, one can't live there forever and then you're going to come back out. But this is a month where you do withdraw a little bit. And then you gather your strength, and next month is all guns blazing in a 5-year and an 8-month. So get your rest, okay? And the card that came up is actually number 7. So you are in search of deeper meaning, and you're wanting to know, what is life all about? Why am I running so frantically? What am I doing? Is there anything deeper to what I'm doing? Is there any meaning to anything that I'm doing? And so you are searching for deeper meaning in life. So let's see what the blessing is this month for you. Okay, so the blessing available to you now is a profound opportunity to gain deeper insight into both the seen and unseen realms. Your connection to Source is flowing with greater clarity, and the answers you seek will reveal themselves in their own time and way. You are guided towards your soul's unique destiny, one that is written in the stars. Your discerning eye will see through the veils of illusion, and the truth will unfold as you trust in your inner vision. So a couple of themes that came up here. The 7 has to do with trust. You don't trust yourself, you don't trust people around you, you're not going to trust anybody or anything or any system or any higher intelligence up where you can't see it, or down or around where you can't see it, or within, which is where it resides. The 5 is also a number that channels. So if you are slowing down and searching for deeper meaning, you might find that what you are seeking for just drops in, okay? With your 7, be very discerning. Do not allow tricksters to send you messages, okay? But with a 5, you can bring down from above to the earth, and you can then discern about what it is you are hearing or feeling. So learning to trust is a big thing. I love this card. I've got to just tell you, this is my most favorite card. Of all my 56 cards, this one still remains my favorite card. The 7 is the lone wolf. The 7 is a water number, but it's frozen. It doesn't trust itself to flow like the number 2 does. So 2 is water, but it flows gently. The 7 is water, but it freezes so that nobody can get to the core. So there we go. Enjoy this month. Do that deep dive. Get some rest. And this year is going to still get very busy. So if your day and month of birth adds to 5, 14, 23, 32, or 41, then you are in a personal year 6 for the entire 2026. And then your personal month number is 8. Now 6 and 8 go like really, really well together. The 8 is all about business. It's all about authority, actually sovereignty. It doesn't like authority, so you might find yourself getting really irritated and agitated with authority figures, people telling you what to do. And the 8 has got a lot of stamina and it wants to get things done. And the 6 is creative, it wants its voice to be heard, but the 6 is all about expansion, and the 6 is holistic, it's whole brain thinking. So when you've got your whole brain thinking together, left and right, fully integrated, and your personal month number is an 8, then this is a very good month for expansion of your business. However, personal year 6 is always a focus on the family, the children, the parents. And so as much as you think that you may escape that in one way or another, you're going to be dealing with that. And so this month might be quite frustrating because you might have planned to really get going with your business and so on. And then there are responsibilities to do with family that crop up and need to be attended to. So the 6 is about self-love. The 8 is about self-worth. If those two qualities are high, then you are on a good, what is the word? Good path. So the card that's come up for you is the card number 36, which is energy in motion. And this is actually very apt because there we've got the 6, which is the whole brain thinking. There we've got the 3, which is part of the whole brain thinking. It's the creative side, and we are in a 3-month globally. So globally, the 3 energy is online now in February. And yours is as well, which is high intellect, good memory, very creative, holistic thinking. And the 8 also has to do with perpetual motion. Okay? The 8 is about flow. The 8 is about money. Money is related to currency. Currency is the current of the sea. It's a flow. You can't stagnate money. You can't stagnate energy. And so number 36 says energy in motion. 36 adds to 9, and Nikola Tesla said if you understand the secrets of the 3, 6, and 9, you understand all the secrets of the universe. But remember that personal year 6 is about the heart, not just understanding. It's about the heart and it's about relationships. So let's see what the blessing is for card number 36. The blessing available to you now is a boundless reservoir of creativity, intellect, and energy. Perhaps you are neglecting your creative potential or feeling distant from your dreams. The fire of ambition may seem distant, and the weight of uncertainty may have made you retreat into isolation. If depression has crept in, it's a sign that your dream is dormant, waiting to be awakened. And what I read now was the second paragraph, which is the shadow side, instead of reading the blessings. So that is the shadow side, being weighed down by doubt, feeling lost in the shadows, neglecting your creative potential. So let me get to the next paragraph, which is the blessings, which is what I intended to read. So the blessing available to you now is, I did actually start reading that and I jumped. Sorry. The blessing available to you now is a boundless reservoir of creativity, intellect, and energy. Your mind is sharp, open, and innovative. You are both playful and profound, expressive and insightful. You possess the gift of turning thoughts into reality, of uplifting those around you, whether through technology, the arts, or healing. Your ability to move energy in positive, transformative ways is a powerful tool that can serve humanity, the environment, and every living being. The world needs your spark. Okay. So, if your day and month of birth adds to 6, 15, 24, 33, or 42, then you are in a personal year 7 for the whole of 2026. So if you're in a personal year 7, I'm in a personal year 7 this year. And I went into this year feeling like, really, I don't want to deal with family. I did that last year in my 6th year. I don't want to deal with other people. I just want to get to doing things that are meaningful. I want to get into my research because this is also my destiny number. And I just want to spend time alone and get a little bit out into nature so that I can ground as well. So if you're in a personal year 7, then your month number is a 9, which means that you're tying up stuff from last year. You're ending up stuff from last year, but the 9 energy is also about healing and letting go. So there's some spiritual work for you to do around healing and letting go, and also some deep thinking to do around other aspects of the 9, which is ambition, and what it is that you want to bring to this world. So the 7 and the 9 together are quite almost like somber numbers, although the 9 can be quite dramatic sometimes, and the 9 can be a real drama queen sometimes, which is good. If you're doing drama and you're on the stage, you can use it to your advantage. But the 9 is about being unjudgmental, non-judgmental towards yourself and others, to stop blaming yourself and others for where you are in life, and to accept that everything is unfolding exactly as you planned it, and that all the painful experiences have led you to a place where you have learned and grown. And so it's to look for the silver lining at the edge of every dark cloud, and to say, this is what I learned, this is what I know about myself, this is how I became less judgmental of others, this is how I got to speak to other people and to start healing. So lots of good that can come out of this. Let's see what your card is that came up. From dreams to reality. Okay, so you're thinking very deeply, taking stock of your life. Another aspect of the 9 is that it's extremely idealistic when it's noticing the rainbows and the silver lining. Otherwise, it can be really angry and even violent and just not a pleasant person, bitter about life. But the 9 in the positive is a dreamer, and a dreamer is a visionary. And as long as you don't allow other people to tell you it can't be done, there's nothing that can't be done. And that's what this card is saying. From dreams to reality. Number 22 is the master manifester. It's a little bit magic. It allows you to pull a rabbit from a hat. Okay? It allows you through thinking positively, which is what the 9 is urging you to do, and seeing the beauty and the silver lining in everything, from seeing that and feeling the happiness and joy that comes with that, and having the vision, that's what allows you to manifest. So the 22-4 can be a little bit of the black sheep. You see, here's the black sheep amongst the white sheep here. But at the end of the day, the 22 was never ever meant to fit in. So this month, if you're doing some deep thinking and really dreaming about what it is you want to bring into this world, don't try and fit in with a white sheep. You're not going to. You're not meant to. If it were that easy, then everybody would have lives where they had manifested what it was that they dreamt about. But being the black sheep is fine. Know it, accept it, and this is a month energy. So it's saying, with your visions and with your deep thinking, you might find yourself sitting on the outside like the black sheep. But look what you can bring into being. Look what you can manifest. Okay, so if your day and month of birth adds up to 7, 16, 25, 34, or 43, then for the whole of 2026, you are in a personal year 8. This is a very strong year. It is a karmic year. So if what you have put out into the world has got you a credit, it will pay out. If, however, it has put you into debit because there are lessons that you need to learn, with the 8 it says what goes around comes around. So if you've put out pain and destruction, you're in an 8 year and it comes back to you, don't ask why, just go like, all right, let me deal with this. I've got the strength, I've got the stamina. We turn this around and let me start to build up a positive bank balance from which I can draw in the future. But the year 8 is the highlight of your 9-year cycle. And so this is a year where if you have been doing everything that you wanted to do, and if you have been a person sticking to natural law, which says simply in 3 words, do no harm, then this could be a really good year for you. However, remember that currency is not just money. Currency is also love, it's happiness, it's health, the kind of things that money can never buy. It's also opportunities, so look out for them. So your personal month number is 1. So this is the month where you set your goals for what it is that you want to achieve for the rest of this year. Set those goals, have that vision board up, break it down into achievable steps, and just get going. Number 1 says, just do it. It says, challenge accepted. So let's see what card came up. Card came up for you is number 1. Okay, I remember now when I drew this, I thought, oh, okay, that's really nice. So there we go, because all the cards don't always match with the month and year energies. It's sometimes like something hidden there. But this is clearly telling you that if you're on an 8 year, then this is the month where you need to get started. There's no and or if but or just wait or what if. No, you get started. And if you hit a little bit of a snag, you just go like, right, process of elimination, that avenue is not going to work. Let me go back to the beginning and try another road. Let me try it from another angle. But challenge accepted, I'm not giving up on this. So let's have a look at the blessing for card number 1. Card number 1 says, for the blessing, the blessing offered now is powerful and clear. The time has come to move forward. You are blessed with crystalline clarity of mind, with unshakable strength, and with a fire of courage burning bright in your chest. Vision, bravery, and the spirit of a pioneer flow through your veins, because that's what number 1 is. It's the adventurer, it's the pioneer, it's the person who breaks through the glass ceilings. It breaks through the firmament and goes into outer space where no one's ever been before. It doesn't back down. It comes up with new intellectual property, and it's an innovator. And in the 8th year, you have the stamina, the strength, the physical strength to work those longer hours to get to pull this off. So challenge accepted, you've got something that you need to innovate or put into play this month. So off you go. If your day and month of birth adds to 8, 17, 26, or 35, you are in a personal year 9 for the entire 2026. The 9 year is about healing, letting go, finishing up any loose ends you've got anywhere, tie them up, finish projects, and you want to finish that by the end of this year. You want to let go of any baggage that's weighing you down, whether it is friends, whether it is, and when I say friends, you may think I'm being like really cruel, but we all sometimes accumulate those friends that when you see the phone ring, you go like, oh no, I really just can't deal like that with that. You can feel your energy being drained. And so you need to just let them lovingly go. You don't phone them and say, listen, you're draining my energy, I don't want to speak to you ever again. No, not like that. You just let them go lovingly and let them move on. A void will never remain a void. It will always be filled by someone, something. Okay. So also sort your house out. And this month is all about the number 2, which is the detail focused. It's about intuition. So this month you need to intuitively feel what is raising your energy, what is bringing it down. You need to get in touch with that sensitive, intuitive side of you and have a look at what needs to stay and what needs to go. This is also a month in which you're going to feel quite emotional. So last month, you might have thought, oh, I don't know what Janet's on about, this 9-year being an emotional year. February, you will know. Okay. The 2 is a trigger. So you're going to be triggered. Everything that you think you've healed, everything that you think you've let go of, you're going to be triggered. Okay. So when those triggers come, don't be angry at the person that triggers you. They do not have any knowledge of the fact that maybe your mother used to say that to you when you were young, or maybe you had a teacher that you despised and that teacher used to say that to you, or your ex-husband used to call you that, or whatever. People don't, I know there are some people that can be spiteful, but generally people don't intentionally try and hurt you, but also discern. Use your intuition. Is this person intentionally trying to rile me and get me upset? Because that could be, but also maybe they aren't. And maybe you react or you get quite agitated or combative, or you start crying and they have no idea what it's all about. So this is a very sensitive month. Use that sensitivity not to let people get under your skin, not for your immune system to get you to lay flat on your back so that you can listen. Use that intuition to listen to the still small voice that's speaking into you and telling you what you need to heal and what you need to let go of. So let's see what card came up for you. I love this card. Okay, this is number 20. It goes very well with the personal month 2, because 20 means you have spiritual help, okay? Limitless potential to deal with the sensitivity of this number 2, to deal with these triggers, to deal with the effect it has on your immune system, and to bring things into a place where things are calm, serene, peaceful. And music is a unifying, should we call it frequency? Because number 20 is a number that feels very deeply into the global consciousness or the universal soul of the people around you. So also ask yourself this month, if you're feeling a little bit tearful or you're feeling out of sorts, ask yourself, is this me that I'm picking up on, or is this the world that I'm picking up on? Am I picking up on everybody else's emotions, or are these my own emotions? Do I really have reason to be feeling like this? And there we go, music, music, music. And music is a universal, unifying soul language. It will bring you peace, it will bring you calm. So if you're going to be doing meditating, which goes very well with the number 2, maybe put some soft music on in the background. But there we go. So let's see what the blessing is that comes with number 20. So, number 20. The blessing before you now is the rare ability to discern what the world needs and to channel this into your art, be it songwriting, music, or the power of sound. Your emotions run deep and you can express them effortlessly. Your intuition allows you to mimic voices, accents, and mannerisms with ease, a gift that could open doors in voiceover work, acting, or singing. Your gift of diplomacy brings balance, and you have the unique ability to cultivate harmony in all relationships, both personal and professional. There we go. All right. Breathe it in, trust your rhythm, and return next month. To purchase your own deck of numerology cards or to download one of my ebooks, you can go to my website, janetnumerology.com. Okay. There's also the YouTube channel. You want to go to Janet Numerology on the YouTube channel. And I'm also on TikTok. I'm on Facebook. I've got some beautiful posts that I've put out, a series of 10 that I'm busy putting out, or have just put out. And it explains about what has been going on, why we've had so much difficulty in making choices, and how the whole system is dismantling, not with force, not with combat, not with violence. It's just disintegrating, because when we hold still and we don't react to pressure and to stress, then we always find another option at the end of the day. So have a beautiful month, and I will see you next month again, and that will be in March. Bye for now.